This week, we are looking at step 4. Of course, step 4 is really important in light of step 3 and step 5. So we're going to talk about kind of all three of those today and how they come together in our recovery. My name is Jeremy Grogan with Position Studios, and understanding where step 4 is positioned between step 3 and 5 are going to help us understand a little bit more about why we need to do this and where we're at. If you are brand new to this channel, if you're brand new to recovery, or you know somebody who's new to recovery or somebody who could really benefit from this content, I want to let you guys know we're finishing out the steps just to put some videos out up until the end of the year. And we're going to start fresh in January, putting together videos specifically by step, by month. So my church we do what's called Elevate Recovery. It's kind of a shoot off of semi-celebrate recovery with our own content that we've put together. In this channel, we're going to run in unison with the church. And every month will be devoted to a specific step, which is identified by a specific principle. In the weeks to come, I will give us kind of a heads up on what those principles are and what to expect throughout the year. But lots of really cool stuff planned for next year. And but as we continue, let's go to step 4. So step 4 is we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. Let's understand this in light of step 3 and then in light of coming into step 5 once we're done here. Step 3 is we made a decision to turn our will and our life over to the care of God. So literally we're first of all turning over. I think in the last video, remember I talked about if you don't have God at this point, we still need to turn it over. You don't necessarily have to turn it over to God yet. Some people are just not going to understand and not be able to articulate that and put that together. And there's no reason that we need to halt our progress. But it has to be turned over. You have to turn it over to another. So, for now, because I'm going to tell you God's going to pull through. But for now, so that we can move into step 4, we're going to turn over our life and our will. So hopefully those of you who are in this step have thought about what that means to turn things over. And then step 5, it says, we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. Now this, in a short word, you could just say confession. Confession is the word that we would use here to describe step 5. And I'm going to tell you right now, before we can do step 5, we have to do step 4. And like I said, step 4 is we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. This, my friends, is a beautiful, wonderful process, and I would not suggest doing this without somebody as an accountability partner, without letting somebody know that you're doing step 4. I would certainly get connected to an AA group if you're not connected to one, or to a Celebrate Recovery. If you don't have access to those, and that's probably pretty hard to not have access to those, but if you don't have access, then get a pastor or your best friend and share to them what is going on here. Because I'm going to tell you from my experience, once I made this inventory and I put this together and then I confessed this stuff to somebody, literally just a serious amount of weight came off my shoulders and it propelled me to the next steps. And it was just this massive amount of momentum that carried me forward. And it's something that I look back on and I say, man, what a loving God he is to put me in a position where I was in AA and didn't even know him yet. And he let me get this stuff out. And then I experienced just radical amounts of freedom. And so I want to make this video kind of a preparation video. We got more videos coming out later this week. So we're in step 4. Start thinking about what this means to do searching and fearless moral inventory. And for those of you who have done this, feel free to put things in the comment section for those that come across the video. I would challenge those that have done their 4th step and their 5th step and really, probably I'm talking to those of you that have completed the 12 steps. What kind of encouragement can you give to somebody? Go into the comments section and give some encouragement to the newcomer about your involvement in the fourth step. I want to kind of close here with the scripture reference out of the Celebrate Recovery material that goes along with step 4. We're looking at Lamentations 3:40, and it says, "Let us examine our ways and test them, and let us return to the Lord." So as we do our searching and fearless moral inventory, we're examining our ways, and we're going to test them, but we can certainly know that a lot of the things that we did were not worthy of anything short of condemnation. But we have an advocate. His name's Jesus Christ, and he paid for every moment of our iniquity and every shortcoming. And then let us return to the Lord. This is telling us that we get to come back to the Lord. He's invited us back into his presence through the cross, through Jesus Christ. And so we are no longer sinners saved by grace, but we are overcomers. It says in the scripture that we are a new creation, that the old has passed away, and behold, the new has come. It also says that through confession that we are healed. I'm going to tell you guys, this is a big healing process. More to come. Really excited. But until next time, many are called, but you are positioned.